Hey everyone, and welcome to my guide on TPE Glitchless. I've seen a lot of new runners want to get into TPE Glitchless lately, and Rombu's written guide, which is the best guide out there, doesn't have it yet. So I decided to just make one. Yeah, let's start. I may or may not going to be referring to Rombu's written guide in this video. We'll see how it goes. And I'm not going to be explaining the basics here. It's not worth it for me to explain that because I don't want to be here for 5 hours. So you just mash through Flowey's text like you normally would. Go into the corner there until you get hit, then go into the corner down here. Hold down left as the friendly pellets come at you. You'll get hit like half a second earlier. I'm gonna speed up a couple rooms here because again I don't want to be here for 5 hours. So just mash here like you normally would. Flip these switches and move on to the next room. Act and talk to the dummy. Flee from this frogget coming up. And talk to Toriel. Fleeing is the fastest solution to most fights. I'm gonna have a sip of my drink. Okay, let's move on. Again, I'm gonna be speeding up this room because I don't want to be quiet here for like 25 seconds. Not very good. Instead, we'll be quiet for 12.5 seconds. So, here's the first thing that's different in TPE glitches. You want to grind for an encounter here and use the act and then go down. I got a good example there of an attack. If you get that specific attack on a frogget, you want to run into it because it ends the attack immediately and saves time. So I got another frogget there. It wasn't the fast attack, but we'll take it because it's a guide. So yeah, we want to use acts on these enemies because we want gold from them. Fleeing would be faster, but we don't get any gold if we flee. So we're not going to flee. So I use that complicated path there. You can just use the normal path if you're not comfortable with that. Whoops. I went back too early on that rock. So here you want to go right on the act and only in this room. Because it will either be a frogget or a your first enemy in that room will either be a frogget or a moldsmal, and both of those the frogget gets spareable if you go right, and the moldsmal you can just go right to get gold, which is our ultimate goal. That's also why we don't spare the instant sparables immediately. If you get a double frogget in this room, you'll have to actually use you have to act on both the froggets to make them sparable. That's the only bad RNG you can really get here. So we talked to Napsiblook. Cheer him 4 times. If you cheer, no, actually, if you screw up the menuing and do anything but cheering, you will have an extra turn. If you do it on the last turn, if you check or threaten him on the last turn, you need to cheer another 11 times. If you do that, you might as well reset. So yeah, we're gonna go get the spider donut here. Should have exactly enough gold. I have 8. It costs 7. Yeah, whoops, didn't mean to save. Go down here, get the ribbon. We'll need that later. It's a time save in the long run. Then we go down here, hit this switch. I'm gonna speed this up a little. I encountered. Flee from that whenever you can. From here on out, it's just fleeing from encounters. So flip this switch, move on to the next room. You're hoping not to get any more encounters here, because it is about 3 seconds slower if you do get any. So yeah, just move here, and we talk to Toriel. So now we're going to get the pie here, because it makes the Asriel and Asgore fight faster. So it's worth it to get it. So again, I'm going to be speeding up rooms. And after you get one chooser, the second chooser you need to hit leave the ruins or something like that, whatever it says. You need to menu over to the right. It doesn't make a difference if you do that in the first one. So now we're going up to the Toriel Fight. We would want to get hands here. The hand attacks, because if we run into them, they end the attack immediately like that. And these attacks don't run into them. Just find the safe spots. That's actually really good RNG. If only I could get that in runs. If you're at 3 HP, you can run into any attack and it will end immediately. So we're gonna be speeding up from here on out because I've gotten the 5 hands and the skip I wanted. Okay. And now we leave the ruins. And speed this up again. And of course also speed this up and walk extremely fast. And we get the Flowey here. He's gonna, I don't even know what he's doing. He's doing something. And that's it for the ruins. Now we're gonna go on to Snowdin. Can I speed this up at all? I don't think I can. No, that might have been sped up. I have no idea. Again, gonna walk really fast here. It's just a straight line. You can do that with debug. So yeah, we're gonna be talking to Sans and Papyrus here. Just mash through it like you would normally. Okay, so that's that. We leave here, leave this room. Interact with this save point. You don't necessarily need to save. It's just about, because you're at 2 HP after Toriel, you need the HP. And you don't need to save to get healed by save points. You only need to interact with them. I'm gonna save here in debug. Open this box and put in everything and get everything back out. And then you would want to equip that tough glove right there. I'm gonna show you one more time. Open the box, put in everything, get everything out, and the first item in is your tough glove. You want to equip that so you have the stick in your inventory. I'm gonna speed this up. Okay, let's go. I got a phone call there. That's a 10% chance. That's pretty unlucky. Flee from this. No big deal if you get it. It's like 1 or 2 seconds lost. Here we get Doggo. We throw a stick at him to make him spareable instantly. Don't get hit by the attack. Go right before the attack, then chase it. It's a little faster. And that's Doggo. Spare him after that attack. If you get hit by the attack, you need to throw the stick again. Because he won't be spareable if you do. So this room, you just walk into the invisible electricity maze. And Papyrus comes at you. Okay. So yeah, Just follow that path and you'll be good. Let's speed up this room a little. Just move like that, past the tree, and you'll be good. It's the fastest way to get past that room. Move through this room. Go here and hit this switch on the ground, on this like darker patch. You'll get one dialogue box or text box, and you can move. Flee from Lesser Dog too. Don't need to do anything special with him. So here we can't flee from these guys. Same with Doggo, we couldn't flee from him. We need to throw the stick at them. Like that. And they give me the fast attack. This attack is approximately 1.2 seconds faster than the other attack they can do. Spare them after that. Okay, just solve this puzzle. And we hit the tree here, the switch. There, that thing. Hit yes on that. If you screw it up, you need to try it again. It will be kind of hard to get used to that menuing, or to doing it first try and fast at the beginning. But you'll get used to it. So here you want to hit no on the choices. It's about 10 seconds faster than actually going through the cutscene with the colored tile puzzle. And we just leave the room. So here we get to ice puzzle. In normal TPE, not glitchless, you'll be able to do a skip here. But we're gonna use this route because the skip is a glitch and it's not allowed. We call this Cinnamon Swirl. The route for the puzzle. Okay, and we move on. Speed up the room again. Let's speed this up too. We get to Greater Dog. Greater Dog can give you an RNG based attack. I think it's a 50% chance. If he gives you a dog attack, like a sleeping dog attack, not this attack, you can run into it. Just always move down after throwing the stick, and you will always run into it. If you run into that attack, it ends the attack immediately. And you save about 2 seconds, possibly more. Yeah, again, throw the stick at the Greater Dog and then spare him. It's that simple. And move on. Remember to get the manly bandana here. You're gonna need it. It's buy one down and then you can buy it. You should have enough gold for it. Okay, so we go here. I'm gonna speed this up too. And you want to throw the stick at Papyrus on this first fight. And we are going to die to Papyrus because it's about 1.5 minutes faster, I believe, than actually finishing the fight. It saves a lot of time. So the reason we throw the stick here is because if you spare him on the first fight, he gives you his blue attack, which is really slow. Okay. So that's fight 1. We just go back to fight him again. We fight him a total of 3 times. And this time we do spare him. Just spare and hold. Just hold right all the way through after you spared him the first time. And you'll always get hit by the first attack. On the first frame possible. So yeah, just do it like that. Gonna speed this up. And then mash through this, and you are done with fight 2. Coming up on fight 3, same deal, spare him, and hold right, and you should be good. Just like that. I'm gonna speed that up a little as well. And that is Papyrus. Now, you want to pay attention to your next bunch of mashing, because Papyrus is going to ask you if you want to fight him again, and you want to say no. If you say yes, you lose about 40 seconds. So like that, say no. Shouldn't have sped that room up. But it's fine. So now we go back to Date Papyrus. It's a requirement for TPE. But yeah, if you just take that mashing really slowly, and you will always be able to say no to him. So yeah, we go on Date Papyrus here, enter his door, talk to him. Press C immediately as the date starts. And just mash. Dating is just a bunch of mashing. So when he asks you about his outfit and like the special thing, whatever to it, normally you'd go to his hat or whatever, but you can actually do it on his teeth already. Just press Z when you're on his teeth. And this is called Spaghetti Skip. We're gonna mash kind of slowly here, because this is a really hard skip. You don't get any slowdown on the chooser on this next part. So we're gonna mash really slowly and try not to eat spaghetti. So I'm gonna do it really slowly, and you'll normally do it faster. And just go to refuse. It saves about 3 seconds if you do it fast. Which I didn't, because I want to show it off. Yeah, don't on most choosers, like the one with if Papyrus is asking you if you want to fight him again, you get some slowdown, so you can't overmash by accident. Well, you still can, but it's harder to overmash by accident. So just leave the room after the date, and we're done with Papyrus and Snowdin. But yeah, it's harder to overmash on most choosers. But on that, you don't get any slowdown at all. Okay, remember to get the 2-2 here. We're gonna need it as well. And go into this cutscene. I'm gonna speed this up a little. Just mash. After you're done mashing, hold right until you move a little. I'm gonna get a sip of my drink. And Monster King comes out, just mash and move right. So this puzzle, just take it easy if you're not comfortable with it. You should always get it if you're not trying to be too fast. Do it like that. And move on. Move one step down. I didn't do it in time. Flee from Aaron. Move one step down or you'll clip the wall. So this flower puzzle can be kind of annoying too. This is how you solve it. You go 3 on this ledge here. Put those up. And the last one you wanna do from the side. I don't know why it's faster, but it's faster. Okay, so just mash here. Take that easy if you're not comfortable with, or if you're insecure about being able to do that flawlessly. Flee from Washua. You'll always get a Washua there. Same with Aaron. And also the same with the Snowdrake back in Snowdin. At the start of Snowdin. You can walk on that down if you hold down while walking over it. It's allowed because it doesn't save any time. It's just a funny, useless thing. I do. We can manip these spears by holding the direction we want them to go in. So I'm actually gonna wait here a little bit so they can actually go over me there. Okay, I felt that. You don't have to wait there, you can just move on really, but it's whatever. Small time saves. It's just easier to manip them if you wait there for a little bit. Not too long. And you shouldn't be worried about getting hit after transitioning, or like after moving on to this room, because it's near impossible to get hit. I think I've gotten hit once here somehow, but I don't know how. If you just keep moving right, you should never get hit here. Let's speed this up for the rest of it. Okay. Slow it back down. And Monster Gate comes out, just mash. Okay, so now we get here, just move on. move down here. I'm speeding up everything, in case you didn't notice. Okay, so spare these mold smalls. These are always mold smalls. It's faster to spare them than it is to flee. This is Onion Sand. Just match through his dialogue, and you should be fine. Okay, that so much for Onion Sand. Flee from Shyren here. He's gonna speed up. Just move through those rooms normally. Make sure you're on the top when you interact with Monster Kid here, so it takes him less time to walk towards you. Saves us a little bit of time. Mash through his dialogue here. And move on. Match through his dialogue here as well. Do keep moving though. And here's some more dialogue. Hold up and down in this room to move twice as fast. It's an allowed glitch because you can do it by accident. Yeah, interact with Monster Kid here. Just keep on mashing here. Even though it doesn't, dialogue doesn't change. Just keep mashing. I am going to save quickly. So this is Spears 2. We can also manip this the same way we did with Spears 1. So yeah, I'm just holding the direction I want the spears to go. Like here I'm holding left and there are none to the right of me. Same there. Yeah, you can tell what I'm doing with on the input display. So this is a really easy way to manip the spears and never get hit. Some corners are kind of annoying to manip around, but you'll get it. Also, just follow the path I did there. If you don't know it, if you don't know where to go here. I start walking back when that last and third spear in this room starts to fade out. You don't need to go all the way to the edge. I'm gonna speed this up. Also, I didn't mention this before, and it's pretty much a basic thing. But single letter names are about 15 seconds faster than 6 letter names. In TPE at least. So here I'm gonna attempt Jesus Frisk. It's a useless glitch and I didn't get it. If you walk off that stream perfectly, you can walk on the water. Or pixel perfectly rather. Okay, time for Mad Dummy. We can 5-cycle this guy. I will probably link a video to TGH's tutorial on 5-cycle, because it's a really good tutorial. I'm just gonna show it off, show you where you need to go. So spare dummy, dodge these first 3, and take an intentional hit on the first one, because if you don't take that hit, you'll get a different attack later. An attack that won't let us 5-cycle. So dodge these, dodge this, go in the middle here, to the right, back to the middle. Go slightly to the right and all the way to the top, above those guys, and just like that. And do this. And you will get a 5-cycle. Just like that. And that's it for dummy pretty much. If you need healing, you can actually get the Astro Food back before dummy. I'll show where that is later. I'm gonna speed this up because you don't actually have to hit him in phase 2. You just need to dodge. and survive. Managed to dodge that somehow. Okay. I can't get this back to normal speed, but that's okay. Just go into the corner to dodge the knife more easily. I mean, I can do this, but that doesn't really work. Yeah, it doesn't really work. That's okay. And that's it for the dummy fight. I'll show you where the Astro food is now. Yeah, you can get that before the dummy fight. If you really need to. It's over here in this container. I'm not going to get any because it will screw up with your menu. Because later you will have exactly enough spaces for the optimal range of items you would need. If you take one Astro food here, make sure you actually either use it or drop it. Unless you want to use your dimensional box, which is a pretty... Well, it's not that major. It's a time loss. So you will have to use your dimensional box if you need any healing items other than the pie. So match through that absolute dialogue there. Go in here, get the cloudy glasses, and leave. I'm just gonna speed up this room. Same here. I was gonna speed it up. We can just use this. We don't have to reveal the path. You can tell what the path is. And here it's a pretty obvious path as well. Or not obvious. If you do this multiple times, you will get to know the path. Okay, that was Temmie. We need to spare it. Or flee from it. I'm gonna speed this up too. Interact with that Echo Flower. You need to walk up slightly when entering the room because if you don't, you'll end up below the Echo Flower. Okay, so now we move on, move through this room. I'm gonna speed that up too. And yeah, we get to this part. Just mash and hold right. We're not gonna save Monster Kit because it's a time loss. I'm gonna speed this up a little. Like, stop speeding up now. That should be fine. So he falls down. We just leave the room because Undyne will save him. And it's also a lot faster to just leave the room. Okay, so now we get to Undyne. Save there. You want to walk into this cutscene trigger right here. Make sure you're not wall clipped on the left because that is not allowed, I don't think. Because if you do, you'll go flying up above Undyne there. You shouldn't be wall clipped. If you just hold upright, you should be fine. Don't worry too much about it. So just mash here. If you're not comfortable with the Undyne fight, you can just save here. And just walk into the fight. So what we do for this is you challenge her 4 times every fight. I'm not gonna speed this up because I might not be able to dodge if I do. So that's 2. 3. We challenge her because it speeds up her attacks. After challenging 4 times, they don't speed up anymore, so you can just go to spare. Spare 1 more time, and then you can flee. And after fleeing, immediately move. Like, immediately. And just keep on moving up. She will inevitably catch you here. But that's okay. So, we're gonna challenge again 4 times. That was 1. 2. 3. Okay, you can only do it 3 times here apparently, then you can flee. So yeah, stop under the edge of the W, then walk back a little, so you can do a 3 cycle. It's not a glitch, it's a manip. So on this last phase, we want to take damage. It speeds up the Mettaton quiz show that's coming up in a second by a lot. But if you're not comfortable with doing it, and if you want to save before that quiz show, you may not want to take damage here. So I'm just gonna show it off. Keep on challenging, by the way. So I'm gonna keep on taking damage on the next couple attacks. That's 2. 3. I'm gonna start taking damage here. Take another hit there. 4. Just like that. Keep sparing. Gonna try not to die here. I almost died. That would have been fun. So yeah, just flee. I'm at 5 HP. It's kinda optimal, not too much. I wasn't sure how much damage that final spear did. I think it's 4, but I didn't want to take the risk. It's fine. No worries. Just make sure you're kinda low on HP after that, and you should be fine. If you are going for the intentional damage strats, do not interact with the save point after this, because you will get back up to full HP. You need to give Undyne the water, because if you don't, you cannot finish TPE anymore. So yeah, just move. And now you can move on. I am going to save here, not using the save point. Using debug doesn't heal you. Don't interact with that if you're going with the damage strats. If you're not going with the damage strats, you can heal if you can save if you want. And now we go to the lab. Just mash through this. Nothing special here. Okay. Keep on mashing while Mettaton appears. So you want to spare Mettaton here. You want to get the answers wrong. So he asks you less questions. So I think for the first 3, going up left is wrong. So yeah, he only asked 2 questions. If you're at 1 HP, he always asks this final question. Also for this next one, I'm not sure which option is faster. I have yet to figure that out. I just go for Undyne on the top left here. Usually. I actually still have no idea which one is faster. It's okay. Not a major time loss here if you pick the one that isn't faster. So you're gonna have to be really careful in a second here, because we are going to come up on Vulcan encounter. And if you spare Vulcan by accident instead of fleeing, you will die if you get hit because you're at 1 HP. Okay, so just move on. Get some status updates here. And flee from Vulcan. I took that really carefully. You can heal on the next save point. We won't get any more encounters before the save point. The save point is coming up in this room here. Just heal up here or save. And then we're gonna go get the pan here. Flee from the Thunder Plane. Wait a bit so you don't accidentally go right. Pick up the pan, equip the pan, drop the Tough Glove. If you don't drop the Tough Glove, you won't have enough inventory space for the apron. Mash through that. If you mash fast enough here and if your movement is good enough near the lasers, you can actually get a fast cycle here. I'm gonna try to get it. This probably is it. Yeah, you can make it past those lasers. You probably won't get that on your first couple runs though. So we have these puzzles coming up. If your mashing is good enough, you can beat that arrow there. And immediately go left. I do up, left, down, left here. I think you might also be able to go right, left. I'm not sure though. Or left, right. It's not a major time loss if you do my strat. I might also be wrong, but I'm probably not. No, I'm not, actually. So go up left here and then hit the things. And go back. You can't make that cycle, so you need to wait for a bit. And you solve the puzzles. Yay you. Get a phone call here. And we get to the cooking show. I'm gonna speed this up. Actually, I shouldn't. No, now I'm gonna speed that up. So, get all of that and put it down there after he stops talking. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the jetpack parts. It's actually faster not to dodge everything on the jetpack parts, because you won't get slowed down. Okay, so that's that. You just try to dodge as best you can. I'm gonna speed it up. Hopefully I'll still make it if I speed it up, because I will be worse at dodging. I should still make it. Yeah, I did. Okay, so that's the jetpack cutscene. Now we move on. You can save if you want. Not really necessary. Mash through that phone call there, and we go to the elevator. We're gonna go to right floor. This guy, by the way, is here because I'm in debug. They always appear in debug. I'm gonna go to right floor 2. That's down right. Or right down, actually. Down right doesn't work. And we move through here. Hug the bottom of this wall here so you can dodge a couple phone calls and status updates. Flee from Pyrope. Enter this room on the bottom to get the apron. And your inventory will now be filled up with everything. So if you just hug up left and keep on mashing Z, you can never miss those two switches. So for this puzzle, the solution is this. Just go the normal path up until here, then you need to go back and continue. So this arrow is the right direction and you can move on. I'm gonna save. You can save there if you want. It's time for Royal Guards. So hopefully I remember what to do on these guys. I think I do. But it should be fine. So what you do for these guys is you clean number 2's armor, and then you whisper number 1. Okay. Just like that. And then you'll get this bromance cutscene. Make sure not to overmash on this, because if you do, they'll give you an additional attack, because you will check them. And you need to spare them here. I'm gonna speed this up a little. Okay. And now spare them. That's a real guards fight. Okay, I'm gonna save here. Just walk into this cutscene trigger as well. Doesn't really matter which object you choose here, I don't think. And just keep on mashing. Okay, so we follow this exact path and you should always be fine. Oops, I got hit by the laser. That's fine. Interact with this. Diffuse it like that. You can hold down here to always, like on the conveyor belts or the treadmill, whatever it is, to always get that book thing, whatever. Mash here so you can hit the present there. Only works if you have the pan equipped. So if you forgot to equip the pan, don't do that. I think that might work here as well, but I'm not sure. And then get the dog, and after that, the glass of water. Just stand in the middle here. Oops, I missed it. And you're done. So that's it for the news show. And now we're gonna go to left floor 3. Let's speed this up. Whoops. I teleported to a different room. Or like I teleported to the next room back to this room. Again, gasser follower because debug. Go to left floor 3, that's down on the elevator. Same there with the gasser follower. Follow this path on the things, the air vents, and you should be good. Just like that. Try not to get hit by these lasers. On this here, you want to hit no on Alphys. It's a lot faster. It's about 2 seconds faster, actually. So this is a solution. Whoops, let me try that again. So it's left, left, right, up, left. God, I cannot do this. Left, left, right, up, left, left, right, Z. Just like that. Okay, so for the next one, I think this is actually the one where you can go right, left. It might be wrong. I'm gonna try it, because why not? So flee from this, you always encounter there. Yeah, you can, yeah, this is it. You can just go left, right, and left, right, Z, and you're good. So go down, down, left, down, down. Don't go back down after the first 2 because you will go the wrong way. And waste like 5 seconds. Probably less than that. And that's it for those puzzles. You can save here if you want. You don't really need to save before Muffet because we skip her. So this part is why we got the spider donut in the first place. If we use the spider donut in the Muffet fight, we completely skip the fight. This is really slow, holy shit. Okay. So I'm not sure in which slot it is. Okay, so spider donut is to the right. So eat the spider donut, mash. Make sure not to throw the stick by accident, and spare Muffet. So now we're going back to save, so we can skip the Mettaton play. I saved there in debug, but that's fine. So go back to save. I'm gonna speed up this, because why not? Okay, so you want to run into this trigger, and when you do, immediately close the game. So do that, close the game right as you run into it, and reopen it. I'm just gonna load my debug save file, because it's faster than opening the game. Because you can just load your save file from debug mode. And then you just walk back to Mettaton, run to the trigger again, and you want to mash kind of slowly here, because again, this is one of those choosers where you need to move your cursor to the right with no slowdown. So look here, really carefully skip this, so you don't get the play at all. You can solve this with about 10 seconds left on the timer. I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna show you the path, because I know the path. Whoops. Intentionally go to that thing there, because you need... Whoops, that's wrong. Like on the where I went to the top, got hit by the electricity, you need to intentionally do that, because if you don't, you can't progress. So spare him here. Actually, checking is faster, I think. Yeah, checking is faster. Because you don't need to menu back to act after you're going to Mercy. Whoops. That was unintentional. Don't spare him there. Use yellow on the act menu. And you're good. Okay. So that's that Mettaton fight. And let's move on. Now we're going to the Mettaton Hotel. Or resort, I think it is. Let's save here. You don't need to save, but you can if you want to. If you need healing for Mettaton, I don't know if you can afford any here. But you can also just use that astronaut food you got before. If you got it, let me check if you can buy anything. You can buy a Starfate or a Glamburger. It's probably better to just buy 2 Starfates then, if you're gonna need healing. And that's the fastest to get healing. Keep in mind, you may or may not, you will only be able to get 2 healing items here, because you're gonna save the pie and need about, you're gonna save this, you can put your stick away and your pie, and that leaves you with 2 empty inventory spaces. Actually 1. Okay, you can get 3 healing items then. Yeah, 3 healing items is the most you can use. You will need to use your box for it. Keep all your armor in your inventory. You will need it. You will need it for Mettaton. Okay, throw the stick at magic. That's the fastest way to spare him. And then spare him. Gonna save here. Hit that switch. Move, speed this up a little. Move to the right here. If you move up, you get the Night encounter, I think. Okay, just try to move through this as best you can. Like, try to stop at the right moment, not too early, not too late. If you stop too early, you may not make this cycle. If you stop too late, you actually get hit by the lasers. Save in core here if you want to. It's not necessary, because you'll get a save point at Mettaton soon enough. Okay, so here it's what I do. There's actually two solutions. I don't know the other solution exactly. It's what I do here is down, left, down, left, down, left, up, left. It's easy. The other solution is like a frame faster or two, or like I think it's an input faster. But my solution works fine. So you can look up the other solution if you want to. If you can't be bothered, don't worry. It's about three frames faster. So we flee from astigmatism here. I'm gonna interact with this save point. And we're gonna go into the Mettaton fight. So for the Mettaton fight, there is a pretty interesting skip. It's called Essay Skip. I'll actually start the fight and talk about it while I'm doing that. We're gonna equip all of our armor in this fight. So the ratings go up, and if we do that, we can finish it in 5 turns, I think. Actually 6, I think. Something like that. So check Mettaton here. It's faster, so you don't need to menu back over. Okay. Whoops. So need to mash here. Just make sure you don't get hits, because you will need THP later. That was a dumb mistake. Keep in mind, if you organize your inventory any different from what I've done, which is the optimal inventory route here. Whoops, that was not a good idea. If you do it any different from what I did, wow, I did it again. You're supposed to use turn here. If you do it any different from what I did, then you will have a different inventory, and this skip will be different for you, because your inventory will be sorted out differently.
Oh, yes.
So on the next part here, it keeps you at act. You need to go 1 to the right for item. So there will be armor items if you use my inventory route. 1 to the right, down right, 1 to the left, left right, and then left down. I don't know which one is the apron, but you may or may not want to equip the apron last, just so you don't have to equip it after Mettaton. So watch what I do and try to copy it, just like that. I'll try to hit these things as much as possible. I am going to die. Please don't kill me. I probably won't get the skip. I definitely won't now that I screwed that up so badly. Nope, I didn't. Just type legs here. It's the fastest answer. I missed it by 119. And if your ratings go above 12,000, you get it. If you don't get essay skip, you throw the stick. It gives you 700 ratings. Yeah, that's it for the Mettaton fight. I almost died. If you need any healing, you definitely won't get essay skip, by the way. So yeah, I probably don't have the apron equipped right now. So I'm gonna have to equip it after this fight. So just, menu very quickly, hit the legs as much as you can, and you will get essay skip. It's not necessary at all. It saves like 10 seconds. So if you'd rather just play it safe and get some healing items, by all means, just go for it. I'm gonna speed this up. So yeah, that's it for the Mettaton fight. And now we talk to Alphys. Equip the stained apron. I think I have it equipped already. Yeah, I do. Okay. You want to have the apron equipped here, just for Asgore and True Lab and Asriel later. For Asgore, you won't necessarily need it, because Asgore isn't that hard to dodge. But you will need it for, what is it called? For Asriel and True Lab. If you're bad at Asgore, Apron will definitely help as well. Apron is better than the Locket, even though the Locket gives you more healing. The Apron heals you every other turn, which is really nice to have. Next up is Monster Tale. It's a great story segment, but not really. It's actually the worst part of the run, to be honest. Okay. Heal here if you want to. Actually, don't heal here. Whoops, I did not mean to open my box. Press the wrong key. If you want healing, just do it here because it's in your way anyway. Like right here. Save there. Go left first. It's about half a second faster. Yeah, I'm just gonna speed this up as much as I possibly can. Get that key, move back. Yeah, just skip past this. There's nothing special here. All you need to know is get these two keys, move down, and go to Sans Judgment. And if you're skipping it, I'll see you there. I won't be talking through the rest of this, by the way. Okay, that's it for Monster Tale. Save here, it's necessary for this skip coming up. I would recommend going out of full screen now, and when you walk into the trigger for that cutscene, open another instance of the game. Don't do anything with it yet until Sans starts talking. So you can hear it in the background. Wait until Sans starts talking, then close the game. So there, I closed it, and I'm gonna open the next one, continue. We're gonna walk into this trigger again, and that way we can mash through this dialogue. We wouldn't be able to otherwise. Just watch this, we can mash now. Just like that. It saves a lot of time. And that's it for Judgment. So just move through here and get into this cutscene. Make sure you save anywhere after this cutscene. If you leave your save point at Judgment Hall, you will have to go through it again, through this cutscene again later. You won't have to go through Judgement Skip again. But you do have to go through this cutscene. So just save before Asgore, and it's all good. I'm gonna speed this up a little. Okay. Just follow Asgore up here. Mash through his dialogue. And save. Make sure you have the pan and the apron equipped. I do. I'm gonna save just in case. And we're on to the Asgore fight. So for the Asgore fight, you want to get quad crits. They're 4 frame perfect hits, and you will not get any in the beginning. It's okay if you don't get any. It's completely okay. I'm very good at it, but you probably won't be. Completely fine. Just make sure you don't die on Asgore, really, and it's all fine. You will improve over time. So, first things first. When we are able to, we will eat the pie, because it lowers Asgore's attack and defense. And saves like a turn, I think. Where is it? It's down. If you follow my menu route, the pie will be down. Menu to the right for the pie, not left. Sorry, menu to the left for the pie, not to the right, because it's objectively faster to menu to the left. An optimal Asgore fight for TPE would be 10 turns. But that does not allow you to miss any quads. So just skip past this if you want. Watch how I dodge. I'm not gonna talk. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. If you want to, you can just skip past this part. If you're uncomfortable with dodging, watch what I do. Yeah, I'm not gonna be talking through the rest of this. Okay, so that was a pretty bad Asgore for me. But it's okay. So after this, you want to just actually like vibrate your hands, if that makes sense. So you can mash all keys at once really fast. It's actually faster mashing here. And we do fight Asgore. It doesn't take away TPE because we'll load back to a save file before we ever killed him later. So Flowey here will crash the game, as you probably know. And you want to load your game in time. It saves quite some time if you can get fast loads. Not meaning your PC needs to be good for them, but just that you need to time them well. Because I load now. That was actually a really good load. So Flowey is taking over. We're just gonna speed this up a little. And Flowey is an auto-scroller. It's really hard to die on Flowey. It's not necessarily hard. But you will pretty much never die on Flowey. Unless you're like really, really bad. Flowey is known to be a really easy boss. So if you're really bad at Flowey, just watch what I do and copy it. It might help you. Oh shit, this is not gonna work. I'm not going to be able to speed this down, or am I? Slow this down. Okay, probably not. Actually, I think this might be slowed down again. Yeah, we should be fine. It's not sped up anymore. Okay. You can see debug there on the bottom because I'm using debug mode. Okay, so that's this is another scroller. Don't skip past the fights. There are some strats to it. I may or may not give you some timestamps for useful information. It's no use to hit the fight button yet, because his HP will get reset sooner or later anyway. So yeah, just do what I do and you'll never die to Flowey. The souls cannot kill you. If these swords go to the left, go to the bottom left, the act button is on the top left. If they go to the bottom right, the act button is on the top right. And that is their initial direction. Okay. It is faster to get hit by the souls, because if you try to dodge them and delay you hitting the act button in the process, that's a time loss. You can dodge these and not lose time because you'll get to the act button in time. The act button is right here after the second hand on that one. Heal up if you need to. Well, actually, always heal up. Unless you're actually a full HP. And there's no use to heal. On this one, you want to hug the top right, or at least as far up as you can go, and then smash Enter and Z. If you're on the bottom, the act button can jump over you. You don't want that, because you might die if it jumps over you, depending on how low your HP is. Yeah, for reference, Flowey, you need to take 14 hits to Flowey to die. That is a lot. So just look at that and you're good. So for this one, it's RNG. On this horizontal line here, after 3 words have come out, you need to choose which side you think the act button is going to be on. I'm going to guess right. I was wrong. It was on the left. There's no way to tell where it's going to be, so it's just guessing. You'll see some people just guess. Others will just stay in the middle and look where it is. I just guess. Oops, I got hit by that. If you get hit after Flowey loads his save file, or actually after he saves, he won't load it. So just wait here for a bit, not too long, because if you wait too long, you'll miss the act button, which is not good. And these will turn into pancakes. I'm at full HP, so I'm gonna stop dodging. For this last soul phase, there is a skip coming up. So I'm gonna go out of full screen. I'm out of full screen, but you guys can't actually see it. 5, 6, 7, 8. And hit the act button. And at the right time, you want to close the game when this starts shooting green things. And open the game after that. And you should be fine. So you can skip a like 30-second long cutscene that way. For the final phase of Flowey, you want to keep hitting the fight button. There's not much here. It is tradition in the Undertale speedrunning community. If you don't know it, you probably do. That your Switch chat spams "ow" during this part of Flowey. Just leave them be. But yeah, there is no real instructions I can give you on this part. If you're not sure how to dodge and stay on the fight button, just watch what I do. Otherwise, just skip to the end of this phase. I'm not gonna be talking for the rest of it. And that's a Flowey fight. Now you just want to keep mashing. Mash, enter, and Z. There's still a little bit of speed tech coming after Flowey. Or to the rest of Flowey, because the fight is over, but the cutscenes aren't. We're gonna have to do one more load. Or actually two. But the last one doesn't have to do with Flowey. So over here, you can actually sit on the sprite of those friendliness pellets. Not the hitbox, because you will get teleported back like that. But if you sit on the sprite like that, when you become able to get hit by them, you will immediately get hit. Like this. That's not a glitch, that's just hitboxes being bad. And you don't have to match anymore when the souls start disobeying him. So when Flowey appears, even if the fight and mercy button haven't appeared yet, you want to start holding left. Don't hold it for too long because you'll miss that fight button, like I did there. Again, do another load. I fucked that up completely. You can close the game when he starts talking, and then you want to hit that door, and when Undertale appears, do another load, close the game. Heck, which one do I close? That one. Okay. And we're gonna go on to the TPE stuff. So we just walk back through here. Also, again, we fight Flowey, because we're low back to that save file before we even killed anyone. And it's all good. So let's go. Go back through here. I'm gonna speed this up a little. Use this elevator. It's a lot faster. And then use long elevator again. Speed that up a little. That was fast. Okay, so now we backtrack because we're gonna go do the Undyne and Alphys dates now. I'm just gonna speed everything up. Yeah, just move back through here. Don't go down there. You go to left floor 1. You can just mash all your keys on that elevator, and you'll mash optimally. And also hit the left floor 1 optimally. Whoops. This boat guy, you do not want to miss menu, because if you do, you will go to Snowdin instead of Waterfall and waste like 20 seconds. If not more. Probably more, like 30 actually. 30, 40, something like that. That's a lot of time you waste. Whoops. Also, don't interact with him again, because if you do, you do not have a choice but go somewhere. I did interact with him again, but I managed to say no. So yeah, we just interact with Papyrus there, and we date Undyne. So this date is just mashing pretty much. There is some tech to it, but not much. It's not really speed tech anyway, but I do need to explain some things. So just hit that cherry, hold right until you move. And also keep mashing, by the way, because there is some more text boxes. Okay, so we moved you through the spear and we can stop holding right. But not really, because we need to hit the T box with the spear. So yeah, it's just mashing from here on out. Mashing and holding right and spamming Z and enter. That's really it. So yeah, just mash. There's nothing I can add to this. I'm gonna speed this up a little. So yeah, just keep on mashing. I'm gonna slow it back down, because here you want to mash her dialogue and then start just mashing all your mashing keys harder. Whoops, I accidentally saved, so I'm not really in the cutscene anymore. That's okay. Just keep on mashing Z, enter, shift, and X. And here you want to hold right. Oh yeah, that's gonna be annoying. Yeah, don't mind that. That actually didn't happen. I saved by accident in debug. So this is gonna be all weird, but it's okay. Don't worry. So here we wanna keep on mashing, and when Undyne attacks us, we wanna attack her back. Just like that. And it will do 1 damage if you mash. If you mash your attack. Okay, so that's the Undyne date. There's a little more mashing here. And now we're gonna date Alphys. So go back to the boat. Go to Hotland. I'm gonna speed this up. And interact with the elevator. Or the elevator, yeah. Interact with the lab. So, there are some skips here. If you mash fast enough, you can, skip some dating starts and stops, I think. Okay, didn't get any. You probably won't get any in the start because reasons. Because your mashing won't be fast enough. My mashing is already pretty good. and I don't get it consistently at all. It doesn't save much time, but it saves some time. So yeah, again, Alphys Date is just mashing. I'm gonna speed it up. Just keep on mashing and you're good. Again here, technically choosing anime is not real, is faster. But it's only faster on the task pretty much. And I got Jesus Frisk there, that's what I meant. But yeah, it's not really faster because it saves like a text box. So it's not worth it. Clone call coming up here. Again, go back to the boat guy. The riverman, whatever. And go to Hotland. I'm gonna speed this up again. And now it's time for True Lab. Save here if you want to. It's actually not necessary at all. Because there will be no reason for you to die before the next save point. It's actually impossible to die pretty much before the next save point. I'm gonna speed this up. So yeah, that's it for that. Is something gonna happen? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna save here. Not necessary at all. Just move past all these. Move up. Save here if you want to. I would recommend saving there because Memory Head can be a bitch. He can screw you over with RNG pretty badly. So just mash on this first sink here, just like that. We want to sell on the first memory head, so just like that. And then on the same memory head, we want to refuse. I'll show you that too. So like that. That's down. And then we can spare them. Make sure to get the key and put it in the hole. Whoops. And we move back because we've put in the key. I'm gonna speed this up a little. So yeah, now we wanna get this yellow key from the bed. Right here. You don't actually see the key, I recommend saving. You don't actually see the key, but whatever. Just mash here and hold left after you have mashed. You do need that key to be able to progress later. So throw the second Endogony. It's in your first inventory slot if you didn't change your inventory. So yeah, now we move again. Go here. Because there is a key we want in this room. Just mash on that guy. Put in the yellow key here. And we get to lemon bread. I'm gonna speed it up a little. So for lemon bread, it's let me check actually. I know the muscle memory, but okay, it's bottom left, top right, and middle right. So what you would do is do that, go up one, 'cause it's faster to do than going down two, and unhug. So just like that. And if you're having trouble with dodging, just do what I do. So this is actually the faster attack. The other attack is about 2 seconds slower, I think. And we can spare him after we do all those actions. Interact with this last fridge, and then move on. If you don't interact, you won't get this encounter, and you can't get the key. So we just joke that one. It's a bottom right act. I think it's joke. Yeah, it is. And that's it. Don't get the blue key yet. You can get it on the way back. This is fridge humping. It saves like a second. And if you hold up and down behind those fridges, you can walk faster below them or behind them. Okay, so here we get to Reaper Bird. I recommend saving if you're not comfortable with the fight. So the acts are top right, middle left, bottom right. So for the first one, you would just go right once. Nothing here to dodge on this one. The second one, you would just go down one. Make sure you dodge these. And for the last one, you would go left up. Because the menu loops in all sorts of ways. Or right up, whatever you feel like works better for you. So just do that and that. If you go to the bottom right there, you can dodge those. And you don't have to do any hard dodging. Okay, so just spam after that. Put in the blue switch, and that's it for True Lab. Well, pretty much it. Just move past here again. And you can now enter this if you put in all the switches. Well, if you put in all the keys, I mean. Just mash there. Gonna speed this up a little. And keep on mashing here. Okay, so that's it for the True Lab. And we leave this room, go into the elevator, mash, and we get set back to New Home. Now we're going up to the Asriel Fight. Use the elevator again; it's so much faster. Walk through here. I need to actually speed that up and not just speed up my walking. Okay, saving here is useless. I'm just gonna do it for guide's sakes in case something goes wrong. Saving there is useless because the Asriel Fight is coming up. And we enter Asgore's room again, and it's gonna look like we fight him, but we actually don't, because I hope you played this game casually. I hope you played it casually and you know that. I'm gonna speed that up a little. Okay. So here you can do the weird vibrating your hands mashing again, up until Undyne comes in. When Undyne comes in, you want to piano mash again. Just like here. Because it doesn't work for Undyne and it's actually slower. So just keep on mashing here. Nothing special here. When they all line up, you can mash Enter and Z only. And when Flowey comes in, you can mash again. Just like that. And start mashing here. And that's it for that mashing part. Now we get the actual Asriel fight. So the Asriel fight can be a pain. I would also recommend, if you need a lot of last dreams in the Asriel fights, I recommend dropping all your armor you still have, i.e. the cloudy glasses, ribbon, bandana, tutu, and what else? Is that it? Yeah, that's actually it, because you have the apron equipped. So yeah, before going into the Asgore fights, if you need a lot of last dreams, I would recommend dropping those armor items. Don't drop the pie though. You can also drop the stick, I think. So I'm gonna see how full my inventory is. It's pretty full, pretty full. So I have I'm gonna dream. So I get I get one last dream from that. So I have the bandage and one last dream there. I'm gonna go hope. Hope reduces damage taken. And if sparing is faster by like one or 2 seconds over the entire fight. But yeah, hoping also reduces damage taken and heals you for 1 HP. So I would recommend going for hope strats. It's not a major time loss at all. So yeah, if you're bad at Asriel dodging, just copy what I do and you should be fine. Also, dying in the Asriel fight is not major. Well, it's whoops, I checked in by accident. It's still pretty major. It's like 30 seconds depending on it's about 30 seconds, but it depends on where you died in the fights, because you only get set back a couple turns. So if you die, not a major deal. Of course, as you're getting better, it makes more of a difference if you die on Asriel. So yeah, just copy what I do and you should be fine. You also want to pay attention to his dialogue. I'll get back to that in a second. Because you want to heal up to full HP when he says a certain bunch of text. And it's coming up soon-ish. Wow, this is bad. Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna heal now. Whoops. Last dream there. So yeah, after he says this, you want to heal. Heal back up to full HP. I am at full HP right now, so I can spare. Because Hyper Gunner is coming up now. And if you get hit by this, even once, you get set back to 1 HP. You can't die on it. But it is a time loss if you do get hit, because you need to take an intentional death. How did I manage to dodge that? Wow. Time for phase 2. If you got hit, just try to die as fast as possible on the first attack. Because it's faster to intentionally die at the start of an attack. than it is to unintentionally die at the end of an attack. And you will die. You're not gonna be able to dodge this. Like, dodge all of this. So yeah, just keep on struggling. You can't do anything else. And mashing, and you should be fine. Just try not to die a lot here. I may or may not die here. Okay. So when you get that a lot of dialogue there, you wanna just mash. So the Lost Souls, you wanna actually menu blindly. It's kinda hard, but you'll get it. It's not a major time loss if you don't do it. So just use the first option every on the first 2 turns every time. Except for Asgore and Toriel. Because you can match the first one. To the first 2 options you choose. For Undyne on the 3rd turn you want to do Recipe, it's to the right. Because it's the shortest unmashable dialogue. So we're gonna go to Alphys now. It's to the right on the save menu. It's faster to kill all these Mettatons. I'm not gonna be able to, am I? Okay, I am. Because the attack ends when all of those die. Or disappear, I suppose. For Alphys, the unmashable is down. It's nerd out, I think. And now for Sands and Papyrus, they are down in the save menu. Just use the first option twice, again. Nothing too special here. And for the next one, we want to go to the second Lost Soul and use their first option, and that's Sands and take break. And Sands and Toriel are down 2, but it's actually faster to go up 1 in the save menu. So you want to eat the pie here first. It saves about 2 turns. Actually, I think it's 1 because you do need to use a turn. No, it saves 2 turns. Okay, and it's to the right on the first Lost Soul, which is Mercy. And now it's just Asriel left. So yeah, let's try to do those menus as fast as you can. Make sure you don't fight him by accident. You move 1 to the right to save him instead. You can't dodge this, just don't bother. Like, it's not possible to dodge that. You can't die here as far as I know. Yeah, just keep saving him. There's nothing special you can do. So this is the major part where the time save from the single character name comes in. Because this is unmashable dialogue, and it needs to type out all of the 6 characters if you have a 6 character name. Which saves about 10 seconds in a TPE run. And that's it for the Asriel fight. So now you just want to mash here. There is another choice coming up you want to say no to. So yeah, Asriel breaks the barrier. Make sure to mash this away. I'm pretty sure you need to mash here. Oh, you probably don't then. No, you don't. Okay. And here's a choice coming up. We can go for hugging the goat or not hugging the goat. Hugging the goat, is the name we call this. Hugging the goat, aka hugging Asriel, wastes about 22 seconds, and it's very significant to not hug him. So just choose do not, menu carefully if you need to, and you save those 22 seconds. You can go for it for the meme though, if you want to. Like, you can hug the goat for the meme. And we're almost done. Coming up to the final scene here. Okay, mash through that. And leave. Make sure you don't screw up the choice on the door because you need to menu to the right here. Just like that. Mash through all of this, and time is, I'll come back to it later, but time is when you mash away Toriel's final text box. I'll tell you when that is. So just keep on mashing. Doesn't matter what you choose here. And time is now. And that's it for my guide. I hope that helped you. I really do. As I said, there was, at the time of making this video, there was no good updated TPE Glitchless guide, and a lot of people wanted to run it, so I decided to make this guide. But yeah, I hope this helped someone. For now, I'm gonna say bye, and yeah, that's it for me.